Welcome. Time to consume the audio version on the video platform. It is your worldwide favorite podcast on iHeart and wherever you consume me in YouTube. It is called the one and only Fear-mongering radio. We do spread fear and cheer throughout the world, domestic and abroad. I go by many names. Heartless little bastard, which I've been called by plenty of people. I was called that yesterday in downtown Minneapolis when somebody wanted me to give them some gag. I pointed over at the local McDonald's and I said, "Now, what if I give you an application?" Older lady looked at me and she goes, "You heartless little bastard." And I go, "I've been insulted by better on YouTube, my own mother, and many people with more money than you could ever count that high. You help them by not helping them. There's such thing as the Starvation Army. Now move out of the way. I've got to go to work. Called me a dirty name, and I said to her with that cross around her neck, I said, "Ma'am, that's not a very Christian thing to be doing. I expect you to go to your Catholic church and repent and then burn it to the ground because it's a crime scene. You're crazy." And I said, "And I don't want you to have my baby." I always love picking a fight with complete strangers, especially when I'm out of uniform, so she can't go calling somebody, but it is what it is. It's a beautiful day to be alive. This audio is being laid down for you consumption on the 17th day. Happy St. Paddy's effing Day. They are coloring the river in the city of organized crime, corruption, the home and the area of the great state of Illinois, of Carl, the lead hater of Sarasota, Timmy. Tater is gone. I just saw the title. He sold TaterLand. Oh my God, Blind Views is probably, will be out today. He's probably coming in his shorts. I watched a little bit of it. He sold it. I wrote down, someone needs money. Run, girl, run. Pallo is being trolled. What's her name? Troll Patrol talked about it. Please like my video. I guess if you ask people to like it and make me watch the commercials, that's like a shame. You can't be doing that. Hey, you give me a like, I appreciate it. But let's Sarasota Tim behave. Maybe we'll get Carl on and shout out to Grifters Anonymous. Did an epic parody. Well done, young man. Well done. Great trolling. That's called Trolling 101. I put a short up on the Adventure channel. I did write that song. I'll put up on this one too as well. Maybe tomorrow. The other version of YouTube trolling. Pretty good. The short is pretty good. It's under 3 minutes. They do shorts now, so it's pretty good. The 2.5 minute one. But yes, happy St. Paddy's Day. I'm a very casual drinker, but I don't drink green beer. When I go to St. Mott in the end of April, I will have some crib, inexpensive beer. Do some videos, car shows coming up in April, motorcycle shows at the end of the month for the Adventure channel. But got home about 10:30 today. Went in early and made some early gag. Took a nap, watched some hockey. And I said, she goes, "Let's take the girls for poopy." And she goes, "You do a show and save a troll?" And I said, "I'll do some saving some trolls." A little windy and cold this weekend. Tomorrow's supposed, I gotta go westbound out to Wisconsin tomorrow. Do some chores and have the time of my life. Of course, we are commercial, music-free, sponsor-free. We don't beg for money here. This is a non-monetized channel. I think sooner or later it's going to be monetized. Sooner or later it's getting closer, I guess. It doesn't really matter if it does or doesn't. I mean, that doesn't make a damn thing to me. I mean, I make again $110 a month here on Spreaker. You tell me where I make more quicker. Podcasting is fun. You have after personality of a parasite and the longevity of a cockroach. The troll who's been mimicking me. Personality of a parasite and the longevity of a cockroach to be in the position I'm in. You make sure you have dick riding on this video platform. I have and always will be. We've had some few downloads. We over in the Hearsay and Lies. I had a shitload over there the other day when Haggy Rants had Carl on. That just brings more money. What do you have here in the Active Support Club and earning subscriptions not activated? Yeah, I gotta use that. Oh, total balance $180. They give you a percentage of that, so whatever. We appreciate it very, very much. Yeah, okay. People are gonna pay to listen to this voice rumble through your ears. Are you insane? Yeah, okay. So yeah. Sarasota Hater Drama Blind Views vs. Grifters Anonymous Darling Stalker video. It's got like 15 over here. Spreaker. Where do you all come in from? Sources, Spotify, which pays me, which is kind of, they give me a small amount. Apple Podcasts, I appreciate over there too as well. I mean, before, I'll earn my supper over there. People on Facebook always go, I watch you, you watch me, you know, that kind of stuff. No, I'm not going to do it. I did see in the paper off of 35th Avenue, an old mill is going to be finally torn in the ground, and here's the rub on this. I mean, I know I work in the construction business, and I've been in the business, and I fabricate things, I make things with my uncle. These two brothers are going to buy this mill off of 35th. I think it's 35th. It's been for sale. They have to pay $175,000 a year to secure the damn thing. It's their first gig because somebody wanted to make it into something they can. There's one point somebody tear the damn thing down. So it's be their first gig. Tearing this down is easy. Tearing down a building is simple as pimple. You tear it down, recycle it. Making something is a whole kettle of fish. I love fabricating cars together. That's easy because you just put the parts together. Adding something to it can be a kettle of fish. So this will be their first job. I predict they'll tear it down, but then they'll have a problem in the middle of it. They want to make housing off the Hiawatha. But 35th. There's a building farther up by Lake, so they should take that down too as well. Tear it to the ground. It's an old foundry. Make low income because it's in a really crummy area of Hiawatha. You make sure your doors are locked. But I saw that. Spreaker, Podcast 5, Apple Core Media, Chromecast Box, and Podcast Addict. I'll probably have this out in the morning at 7 a.m. in the morning. Something to that effect. Geolocations that roll in. United States, United Kingdom, Australia, Spain, Canada, Ghana, India, Israel. Let my people go. Japan, Nigeria, Norway, Russia, and Ukraine. You're back in the building. Appreciate you coming back in and give me a little love and affection. Much appreciated, bitches. It's always nice to have Ukraine and Russia come together under the fear-mongering radio. Share the audio, I've always said. I know the hostage is going to Australia. She did a live stream on Friday. She was making some good money, man. People were giving her money left and right. I stopped in a couple times. People were giving the Huss. I think she made like $1,000. So she made some quick grr. People were saying, show us some more skin. The Huss. Wonder. So she's going to be traveling around. Good for her. She's going to Nashville. I told her to go to the caverns with her bull, her friend. Canada. You look like British Columbia, Ontario, Smithers, Toronto, United States of America. We have Florida, Minnesota, Pennsylvania, Nebraska, Arizona, Wisconsin, the Ohio, Washington, Louisiana, New Jersey, and Kentucky. Florida, let's see. Port Charlotte, Odessa, Orlando, Mickey, and Land O'Lakes. Louisiana, Gonzales. Arizona's Phoenix. And up in Washington, Seattle, Emerald City, you got Donald Duck up there. Minnesota, Minneapolis twice, and Champlin once. Thank you. Nebraska, Omaha, and Grand Island. Pennsylvania, City of Beverly showed up once, but twice. Hillard in the Ohio. Kentucky, Benton. KFC's moving, I guess, to Florida, I guess. They're all pissed off, but he has the gold sets the price. It's like the idiot that owned the, what the hell was his name? The pizza place. I mean, I guess the colonel was known for the racial slur, so he's in a meeting. The guy that owned, they fired his for sexual harassment, which is stupid. And what the hell was his name? Papa John's. And just say, listen, blah, blah, blah. We all know he said racial slur, but he had to say it just so he had an excuse. Well, guess what? It didn't go very well. But I just don't get that at all. But I get the word, but you don't need to say it out. Unless you want to sit in the basement of your house in your underwear and yell and holler, I guess. But yes, those VIPs, many, many more that come in. I thank everybody on all the platforms. And there's 6.5, getting 7 million things that you can consume and listen. I hear all the time that I hear stuff about all the time. It's nonstop skullduggery, and I appreciate everybody that comes to my audios. I've been dick riding in Sarasota, Tim. That's kind of waned in blind views, but it is what it is. It's always fun to put up. I pulled out an old video from when I was up north one time, traveling around. I did a trash house. They finally sold that thing. I drove by it last year. It was fun. Look at this beautiful house. I'll buy that tomorrow. They only wanted like $130,000 for the house. It was nice. I mean, it's a cool house. Just need to be cleaned out. But yes, here I look out. I can hear. I can see. I can feel pain. I can walk. I can talk. I can speak English. Ice coming off the lake. All the snow is officially gone. The creek has got water in it. Gonna get the bikes out, get the deck out. Grilled some burgers out last week. It's a beautiful day to be alive. An American citizen. People are dying in the oceans and in the deserts to come here. The people that secured that freedom, go watch the show Man in the Ivory Tower. If they wouldn't have succeeded in World War II in storming those beaches and snapped the necks of crowds and freed the Jews. I've been in Japan, but I've been ruled by Japan. People out there that don't get it. Don't get it at all. What they've done, I've been listening to some Vietnam guys, what they went through. We are soldiers. And I've tweeted all of my stuff, listening to what they went through. Helicopter crashes and everything else. And do appreciate their service. Forgotten war, Vietnam, Afghani, all the wars. Men and women in blue, God bless the working class. They are as follows, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, balls the size of having over oak trees. Air Force, Army, the Marines, the Navy, the Merchant, now it's got Coast Guard are in and on uniform. Thank you so much for your dedicated service. In any other country my voice goes to, like a cop, call a crackhead. That's all there is to it. They don't come to. I ate a donut today, a banana donut dunker. That was bizarre. I was hungry. It was free. Anything free is for me, right? Winner, chicken dinner, right? Banana? What the hell's wrong with you? 9/11 victims. Don't forget about these people who were slaughtered in cold blood. All of a sudden, they got a bunch of people out, and a bunch of Saudi Arabians out real quick. If it was an inside job, so be it. They'll burn the gates of hell. Let's not crawl over dead bodies. God bless them. God bless working class. Would you shower? Would you shower in the shower of Penn State, where a young man was raped by Sandusky, who will come out in a cardboard box? I love it that they have to pay him his pension to his wife. I'd have them deliver a hot check to him in the prison every time. Write him a check. Citizens past here are paying to a pedophile for his behaviors let's just slam a locker and tell 2 people, right? I don't forget about it. Just like the Catholic Church, it should be burned to the ground. Go out to Periscope, what it's called. Periscope, what it's called. Remember the blue laws were put in by the Catholics. The blue laws still run the East Coast. We finally got rid of the blue laws. We can buy alcohol. Forget about that. That's why they want to report them all. The Catholics put the chiefs in charge. Let's start caring about our children. They're our future. You see something, say something. That's all I'm saying. It's not that tough. But you must burn those churches to the ground where there are like the Boy Scouts before, upstate New York. The guy goes, beautiful property, but who knows what went on there. They've had problems with the Boy Scouts. Nothing's been done about it. No one cares until all of a sudden. But like a friend of mine who's passed away in 2019 said, Cowboy, I get your outrage, but we're going on the beginning of time with the Hebrews lives. I love your passion, but people don't care until it's their children. He goes, I love your passion. He goes, I'd help you burn the Catholic Church to the ground. I said, I would too as well. They are crime scenes. I would not shower. There was a guy who got married, a good friend of mine got married. I refused to go into the church because there was alleged molestations there. And the guy sooner or later did plead guilty. It is a crime scene. And I said, well, not go in there. I'll meet you at the party. I'll not step in there where young boys and girls were molested. I will speak until I can no longer speak on this audio and on my videos for children. I've always said I was very proud for my time at Oak Ridge Country Club to be the lead caddy and be a role model, even when I coached hockey, to have a positive influence in children's life. It's a great thing, and those memories cannot take away until I stop breathing. Alzheimer's takes them away. It's a pleasure to have a child laugh, and they see you 10 years later, and they walk up to you, shake your hand. I like that. It's called good choices in your life. You run with in life, I always say, right? My dad told me, do mistaken choice. When you allocate to your poor choices, you'll go with good people. When you say a mistake, well, then you're never going to correct your poor choices. My mom always said that. If you ever get caught and arrested, don't call me. I will never come and get you. She did my dad. Because I told you have better choices in your life. Run with good people, not poor people, not drug addicts. Good people, and you'll get arrested. This is a condom. Please put one on. That's all we're asking. Thank you so much. No. Put one on. We prevent AIDS, herpes, gonorrhea, the needle in the penis. Ouch. Yep. And you're the father. You're the father of the child. Women, you carry the groceries. You do. He runs off, pumps you full. All of a sudden, yeah. He's long gone, as the song says by George Thorogood and the Delaware Destroyers. Long gone. Or comes a knock on your door. Remember, sluts are a little more selective. You do those in the back seat. I mean, on the couch. Whores in the back of the car, and then make love on the bed. Whores will it's the back seat in Las Vegas. Sluts on the couch, woman you love on the bed. That's your workbench, my dad always called me. Fruit punch, rock star. And today, as it comes to you, people will make good choices. You're going to drink tonight on St. Patty's Day. Drink your beer, fine. I don't care. Just don't drink and drive. Or you will murder, or you will murder somebody. Yep, you murder somebody. Then you'll be in orange jumpsuit Tuesday morning, and before you allocate, just look at the judge and say, listen, I made a poor choice. Let's adjudicate this right now. Let's move on to something more substantial and save myself some money. I'm sorry. I'm at the mercy. And maybe you'll give you the leading, but don't get a lawyer. Just say, listen, I made a poor choice. I'll be back to work. Now you're a convicted felon. Oh, Canada. They don't take felons. Okay? Those are public servants of myself and all the board members of Speculation Sports. We speculate. Damn it, you win. Okay? Thank you. Anyways, how in the hell are you? Like I said, I always feel delicious, wonderful, horny, outrageous, contagious, squirrely. You know, when you get into a brawl, I don't know, who knows, whatever, you know. Get arrested, thrown in the hooskow. Dave, 25, as usual behavior. I wonder if his fiance, the stalker, is going to get out of the hooskow up there in Massachusetts. I wonder if that's going to happen with Douche. He's lost without his butt buddy. What's his hero? The stalker. The stalker. The stalker. When he gets out, he'll be doing some stalking. Sports show ends up today. Here in the great state, I did some lovely crushing for Christ at the time of my life. It was fun. Anyways, let's go with my favorite one here. What is it? I think Caverns. Caverns. So anyways, we'll just kind of ramble on here because I wasn't going to do one, but just, you know, almost I saw the Tater video, and by the time this comes out this morning on the 17th, if he doesn't do one tonight, that'll have the fake blind guy all fired up because he sold TaterLand. It's sold. Down the road, it's going with his me only fan girl, which I don't understand why. You know, so again, I wrote down before that's because he needs money. You know, whatever it may be, the bus bill, whatever else, and he bought it and he sold it online, whatever the hell it is, and you know, he's got too much equipment, and where is he going to go with all that stuff? And it's just, I get it. I mean, I get Arizona. You're living on the moon. You live in the damn desert. I bought my mom's place down there in Surprise, and I get it. You know, Cortez is, you know, just like Slab City, unruly and not a chance. I've been through Cortez. I got a good friend who lives real close. I don't talk all the time. He'll call me once in a while, and I said, I'm talking about, yeah, he goes, Cortez becomes overrun with a bunch of criminals. So he sold that bad boy. And Mr. Shorty Short, you know, NASCAR dude and whatever else he is. And, you know, the bus bill, I mean, I at first saw the guy, great, you bought the bus. And you paying this son of a bitch. And I get it. And I've thought before, you just can't park that thing anywhere. It's somewhere it's going to sit at my cabin. You can rent at South Turtle Lake. I think you can rent a spot for the whole summer for $300. I think something like that. So you can park. There's a lot of fifth wheels up there that you can just drop. So you probably drop that. You pull your little car behind there, I guess. And then you can drive it back to like somewhere in Arizona. If you a place you could park at an RV park, and I get that. You drive there, you drive back at 6 months, whatever it's going to be. I get that bus. But driving around town is just not something that, you know, again, I'm the kind of guy, drive my car, drive my truck, my F-250, the Crusher, whatever you want to drive, probably an F-350 with 6-foot box, and the box can come out, and I'm going to pull my mids, not a big fifth wheel, just a nice little camper, and I can drop it, and I can go into town. I'm a whore for water parks, I'm a whore for golf, for public golf courses, I'm a whore for a trail, God knows where it goes, the Oregon coast, I could spend a whole summer. I had a kid that I caddied with. His dad owned a whole bunch of RV parks. This was back, he was like, I don't know, 15 or 16, and his dad would come back and forth, but he had a bunch of RV parks and up and down the coast. My sister lived in Gresham, and we used to go all the time down the coast. This summer, let's say I was a single man, you get hold of the hustle, you get hold of the Daily Woo and drive around the whole Lake Superior. You know, that's what I would do, but you make it simple so you can pull a decent trailer and run it around, you know. But yeah, so I think it comes on the money with him. Half the stuff he did was his butt buddy and, you know, whatever else, and he'll sell that thing sooner or later when he gets pulled over for being overweight or it's not going to pass inspection. the air brakes will. He better be air braked certified, because they don't screw around with that behavior. They'll impound your ass. But yeah, I saw that. I'm like, oh. I don't think he ever was talking about it. He just, for some reason, it's but I guarantee it, Blind Views, the fake blind guy, will be on that. I'll be surprised if it's not. He's probably already recording it right now, and maybe he'll do a live stream tonight. He'll probably do a live stream tonight because of an emergency one for the members or whoever, and then he wants money. That's why he does live streams. That's what the Huss did Friday. She got a lot of money from people. People are giving her money left and right, man, because she got demonetized on the Cambodia one. So people they were giving her all kinds of money, which is fine, I guess. I'm not giving any money on this video platform. Morris a beggar in the streets of Minneapolis. I'll share it for you and like it. But so Tater sold his TaterLand, because he used to. I went to the video, people come and stalk him. It's like, well, when you put your stuff out, that's what happens, bitch boy. I mean, I had 3 people come by my house from Blog Talk. Didn't work out for 2 of them. A bat can hurt when you're hit a few times. But yeah, so the little midget and his matches, his naughty bus. They're gonna drive around. I still don't understand why anybody would pay to see that woman nude. But I don't. I mean, if I'm single tomorrow, I don't get that. I'm not paying that. Just like on TikTok, you can give TikTok money, and people are alive and give them like kisses and whatever else. I'm not doing that. I'll buy them lunch or whatever else, but I'm not doing that behavior. It makes me laugh, and then it kind of makes you cry. Then you start to scream, then you start to holler. Before you know, it's all over the cry and the tears. I don't know. But Pallo, his name is. He did a video, because I saw it on. I've seen a couple of his things before, a while ago, because he's a Disney thing one time. I saw the Daily Woo one time. I know Tampa J, Carpetbagger, these people go to Disneyland. And there's one other guy that makes fun of Daily Woo, right? And he was this one guy, he called him Poopy. He was a Disneyland. He would stream every single day. I don't know if he's doing that anymore, but he would ask for money to get into the place. Okay, this guy. So I was telling Carl, let's say me and Carl are streaming at Disneyland, walking around. I think he would say, I really want this meal at the certain place. I think you can. So let's say your son is there. I think you could probably say, hey, I want something at this store. And then you can pay for it online. So people would buy him things in a store, and he go pick it up. So that's what he would do. So Kyle's popped up, and I was watching a cruise. This one guy was on with his brother and his 2 kids or whatever on some Disney where he wanted to see the difference. Whatever it was a 10-minute video. It was pretty good. And he was. I saw that, and then Kyle's popped up, and he's sitting there, and he's on his bed, and shit sound. Get a mic on if you're gonna do it. And he's bitching about being stalked. Well, you're gonna. I swear the guy is got to tell his fiance that he's a gay man. Nothing wrong with that, but he's a closet guy. But I'm like. He's pissing and moaning because people are calling the guy out. Well, be happy people they want to be hateful on you. He left Twitter, I guess, whatever else. I'm not going to watch a Disney vlogger. I'd rather watch somebody. I mean, there was a lady when Sweet Melissa pointed out to me, she went down the Appalachian Trail, which I've saved money for that. That's a lot of fun. She did 10-minute videos. I've seen Appalachian people that have done the trail. You don't need to do these long-ass videos. And speaking of that, I want to tell you a rabbit hole that you can go down. I was watching some videos at Will It Start, right? and this one guy was in Plant City, Florida. My signal, distance signal, my train guy, he's been through that city, Plant City, and he'll find old trucks. So he's driving through Plant City, and he asked the guy if he could do a video. So he started this tow truck, which I love to be able to. Up where we got Chloe, there was a tow truck place was closed down at 3 tow trucks. I love to buy the tow trucks, buy the towing company, and call it Cockroach Towing. You know, no job too big, no job too small. Because here in Minnesota, if I towed somebody's car, they don't come and get it. I get it. But be Cockroach, black vehicles, you pull them out of a ditch, they get a hat. You know what I'm saying? Hat or shirt, whatever. But, I mean, I watched a few. They had one where they got an old German tank, and they started it up and drove it off. One, they pulled them out of a river, and they were going to try to start it. But it's really cool. If you go watch, will it start old trucks? It's just epic because these old diesels, it's addicting. I love when they're like 12 minutes. Some are like 40 minutes, too long. One where they were going to start an engine, like an abandoned engine. I was going to watch that one, but I sat in the office for an hour and just vegged on. A couple went through, and there was one. They were in, I think, in Virginia. In Virginia, they were there, and they were on a. They were getting on a. It was a old coal truck, and they got started, and it was a. What do you want to call it? A dump truck. It was cool as hell. They were getting that started. But the tank one with the Russians was pretty funny. It's so cool how these diesels and these trucks, they get them. So he's driving the dump truck around, and then the tank was being driven around, and they put the tank on a. Then there was another one where they found that one guy that I've dealt with before, the German guy who does all World War II. He was an old plane that was found in the Soviet Union, German one, and they hoisted it out of there. And then what's his name? Paul Allen, who passed away. He bought it, and they totally redid it and remade it its whole way. That was kind of fun. So they happened to stumble across it in the middle of the forest. I guess somebody jammed a towel or something. One of the people who were working on it stuffed a towel in there, so it would screw up the engine. It crashed. Because a lot of the slave laborers would probably, this thing isn't going to work, I'm going to shove a towel in there. But if you want to watch that, go watch Old Cars Sleeping. My fantasy would have been if I was very wealthy in my 20s and buy some big buildings and lots and have a station wagon Hall of Fame. That'd have been cool. But that's just, I mean, he did go off subject here, but that was just, you watch that, watching some guys get something and try to start it, and they start a big diesel. My favorite one was a guy overseas, found an excavator in the middle of a forest. The guy goes, "You can have it, you can start, you can have it." And he took him 2 days to drive it home. And the next video, he's digging up people's yards for him. It was hilarious. Another guy bought what the hell was it? He bought Texas, about a big farm in the back was a road grader or a bulldozer, and they got started. I said, I typed, made me laugh like a hyena, and I had a bunch of people like it. It was hilarious. We got started. So that's another hole you can go down on this video platform, because the drama's fun for a point, but watching somebody do something substantial is another thing. Especially old cars that are found, and they get them and they fix them and put them back on the street, and someone buys it and spends their girr and their money, all right? But this Kyle guy, back to Kyle, he did a video. The Troll Patrol talked about it. He's sitting in his room, and he had done some video before. I watched a little bit before that, he's depressed, whatever else. Well, when you're on YouTube, I put videos every day on the other channel. Something comes out usually on this channel every other day. I mean, I don't have anything after the next couple days. I don't have nothing on this channel. That's fine. I mean, screw around, because I was way ahead of myself on the other channel where I could do stuff for this channel. And I'm slow. And right now I got stuff up to September 3rd on the Adventure channel, right? That's because I got time, right? And I do what when I want to do something. I was great before I had I did a whole month without really doing anything. I did something for this channel, but it was like something was funny to do with the Sarasota Tim in the woods and screwing around and whatever else, and just having fun on the channel. I feel sorry. I've said before, if it's the Huss, if it's her friend, what the hell's her name again? Wandering Gypsy. Love them both. Want to see both be successful. But bitching about money. Carolyn RV does the same thing. Dry bagging. This costs money. That costs money. Yeah, things cost money. I get it. But it's. I feel sorry for people like that want to make the living. And I'm not jealous of these people. Do I wish I could do just like 3 videos a day at 15 minutes and do just minor marrying stuff together? God, yeah, that'd be nice. And you make 60, 70 grand a year, and you have a good pension. Let's say you drive around the country in your RV, right? On the road, with cowboy on the road, whatever, and you just 3 a week, whatever you're doing, you're going on the coast, you're having fun videos because you've got a pension. If you make 70, 80 grand a year, great, but there's no one's giving me money, nothing. But here's what I'm doing. I'm going around Lake Superior this year. I'm gonna drive down whatever I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna enjoy the country. I'm gonna play some golf. You do an update lot. You do an update video. This is where I'm going. Blah blah blah. But there's no begging for money, and whatever money you make on your things, great. But there's no special, members first. None of that behavior. I'm sorry. That's such a. Let me see. I like Vital Waves here. But I just, it'd be sweet to make that amount of money, but you've already, my pension, when that kicks in, be a little under $3,000 because I made good choices. Okay, and I've saved my money. The blind trust, it was my mom gave me a long time ago. I have no idea what is in it. I put my dad's stock in it. I bought from when he died. Paid myself first. It was my choice. My brothers and my sisters all took the big lump sum from my mother. I said, "No, let's put in a blind trust." Are you sure? I said, "Yeah, I'm sure." Because all it does is cause problems. I worried about retirement when I was 25, not when I'm 65 choking on a sandwich. To be like that. I might be on YouTube begging you want to talk about on the Adventure Channel. This is what YouTube has become. I'm depressed. I'm bummed out. I need money. This is how much something costs. Yeah, I get it. The camera, when the company merged the other company, I had, what was $1,700, what it was. I can't remember what it was. And they, at 20, she cashed it in, and she said, I said, well, I want some money for I want to get my DJI. She goes, fine. And I used that to get my camera. And then she used the rest for vacation. We still got to go down and get our money from the Super Bowl 59. Go down the Iowa and take care of that. Crash that ticket in. Hers, mine. But I don't get it, man. But just people are, I bought my own camera. Yeah, it costs money. I saw the DJI. I have the Pocket 2, which I don't mind it. They're going for $500 at Costco. $500, and I don't mind them. And one thing about them, I like them, but there's no battery that goes in and out. And I don't. And one thing about it, they should make it waterproof, but they don't. But the chip is on the side, and the two I can check. I can plug my microphone into it. I haven't used that in a while. I got to get my what's his name, the drone out. Get one of these days too as well. Get that out. Just got to find time, charge it up, get it ready to go. Probably recalculate it, whatever else. The guy I work with had a really nice one. Crashed into he had it too far out, and it crashed into the lovely and talented water and lost it. I'm very careful when I fly. I've lost it twice, but I got lucky and found it. But one was because incompetence, embarrassment, and poor choice. The second was I didn't realize where you're standing comes back to, and it was up in the tree. I saw it. Oh, thank God! I was able to climb up and get it. But no, it's kind of a rambling, random thoughts. And just I don't know. People just can't. Here's my content. Here's my audio. Yeah, my views are my views. People listen after a while. I'm not here, just like the what's the name, Life and Vibe, begging for money to try to counter Sarasota Tim, which is just dumb. It's not worth it. Okay, I'm not gonna give her money. Just realize that that's not gonna go very far. And I highly doubt they'll take his channel. It's how you respond back to YouTube if they're fair use. She doesn't know how to do it. There's a certain way they pick up on it. I don't get it. But that's the Timmy behavior. I think Nelly is still. New York Dan is still stalking him. I think he is. I think he is still stalking him. Local band, Jack Conrad's band, permanent band bus. Let me see. Retro car. Oh, cool. Why are you tagging blind views and terminating your content? Has nothing to do with it. It's dick riding, you idiot. That's what I'm doing. Another guy out there is best way to feel the breeze. Chicks taking down her underwear. Nice. Never hurts to show everybody. Yes. Just accommodate Delilah. And because you're a video tag moron, if you won't happen again, guarantee what? Because you're a VR moron, it won't happen again. Cool. Thanks, troll. I did one for the Kyle one, so why are you here, trolling much? And then respond back. That's hilarious. I just love it. Because they come and they look, and then they you gotta love. But the Kyle one is doing pretty good. That is doing pretty good. The Kyle one is doing pretty good. I like that. It's just hilarious. But that whole video he did was like, okay, it's the way it is, man. You're gonna get trolled, and way she goes, man. Just people are gonna ask for money, and that's why they lie. I think Jordan the Lion. I see because I watched one of his videos about the Troll Patrol. He's always doing live streams, and that's for money. Tampa J thinks he can go and be a full-time YouTuber. Good luck. And then Chris the girl, their fiance, whatever it may be, they're trying to get her to do, whatever. And it's like, if you want to marry this woman, you're going to have to get a real job. It's all there is to it. They're both trying to be YouTubers. Good luck. Good luck with all that. It's just... I don't know, man. When I first was on YouTube, I made some decent money. Keep Behind the Camera became a millionaire. No one cares about him anymore. I mean, he's using Tina D. And let's go thin places real quick here. I always like going looking over at and see what he's been doing these days. Go Keep Behind the Camera. Let's see. Daily Woo. First date, 12 days, only 90K. It's just not. It's not what it used to be. I stole Boogie's dog. Boogie, him and Boogie are trying to get together. I don't want to die. It's only 76,000. I'm just telling you, man. And he's got He's got 2.5 million subs. What does that tell you? And he's trying to get Tina D to work with her. It's not working, man. It's the old man's dead. He actually has him in a thumbnail. It's too bad, man. Reading hate comments. It's a long fall, man. A long fall. I know carpetbaggers run around. Stranded in Toronto, running 5 hours behind schedule. Train delays due to wildfires day 2 on the salt. He's on the train again. Yeah, that's what happens, man. He's on the train. That's the way she worked, That's what's going to happen. The wildfires. So he's on a train again. His thumbnails are always that look of like panicking all the time, and and then I gotta catch my train, So he's another one asking for money at the end. I get it, all that stuff. So, but it's just that's the way. There was a guy who did a very good video, try what he did. He went from New York all the way over to LA. That was a great one, but the guy was a little more better than this. Carpegger's got the look on his face like, he's, I gotta catch my train, So it is what it is. But I feel sorry for people like him that need and beg for money on YouTube and need to ask for money and give me money at the end, give me money. It's really, really sad. That kind of behavior has to happen, but I haven't seen anything with blind views yet. He hasn't put anything up yet. I'm shocked. There's that one chick on there. I gave my job to become a skipping influencer. I've seen her before. She's a good-looking woman. She does her videos. I've seen some of her stuff. But old fecal truck sat for 15 years test drive. Crazy restorations. Sitting since 1996. Peterbilt semi-truck since 1996. We'll start. Bruce Wilson. Check him out. But once you watch those truck ones, you're SOL. Oh, wow, 24 electric RV camper, the future of off-grid. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Donald J. Trump and his behaviors. It is what it is, man. It's unbelievable, man. What's this? Disney tried to fix the Haunted Mansion. Hey, Bricky. Lipstick on a pig, yeah? I'm going to see if Sweet Melissa is in the building. Let's see. Let me see. Sweet Melissa. Then I'll call Carl. We'll get Carl on. Sweet Melissa. Old fecal truck. That's hilarious. No Sweet Melissa. Adopted Greyhound celebrates the Zoomies. Should we call Carl? But Donald J. Trump. Yep. Taking away people's JOBs. Whining, pissing, and moaning. It is what it is. But let's put 1900 Dodge Road, the pickup truck from the future. Nice. Let's see what the local stalker, the beta cock. Well, welcome to Fear Mongering Radio. How in the hell are you?
You gotta watch that video. That was hilarious.
Which one?
The one where he was doing blind views.
Oh God, yeah. That was so good. I laughed so hard. I had tears in my eyes. That was a great. It was a great video. It was so hilarious because he had the voice. Whatever he did with his voice, and he's sitting there, and it was just. I also saw a video. I talked about Tater sold his TaterLand.
I saw when that was coming up. I put in a notice for it.
Yeah, I listened to part of it. It was just, like I said down below, someone needs money because he's got too much stuff. So he must. Go ahead.
Is Tater selling?
He sold it already. He sold it online. Yep, he sold it. He's moving everything out. So he kept that a secret. So he sold it. He was moving stuff out. He's got a U-Haul up there. He's got too much stuff. This, you know what this is? He's bloodletting. He's trying to get rid of all his stuff. You know what I'm saying? He's got too much stuff. You make up your mind. Where are you going to live? It's like, hey, I have a family cabin, and I got my mom's place, which I own. That thing's only like taxed on is like real expensive and a lot rent. But that's my mom's place, and my brother goes down there he uses it to go down there for the NASCAR stuff, whatever. The cabin's a family thing, but it'd be like me having a big plot of land somewhere in Arizona, but never going there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's
just dumb. So he sold it because, like again, that bus is, his bleeding him dry. So.
Well, you think he sold it to get the bus going?
Yeah. He needs money. You're doing all that stuff. He's, I don't think he makes a lot of money on YouTube. He likes to buy stuff, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that he's buying stuff. I don't care. I know Blind Views likes to count people's money. He loves to. But I just think, just like when let's say you're a wealthy man, or you're in your 30s or 40s, and they have to crash, and you're a member at a couple golf courses. What goes? Things you don't need, right? You need a little money. You have to sell your belongings, right? I remember one time I saw a guy. It was a '70. It was a beautiful car, a good 10 years ago. And he was getting rid of it for $30,000. It was a gorgeous vehicle. He had to lowball because he had to pay for insurance. He was going through cancer stuff. The guy had to sell it to pay for his cancer. You know what I'm saying?
Well, maybe he thinks his YouTube will go up if he's just traveling all the time.
That's what I think. That's what he wants to do. But then he's got to pull the truck. He'll sell more stuff because, and like I just said, we talked before on the bus. You just can't take that thing anywhere. You just can't.
I know, that's what I was going to say. If he does that, your prediction's going to come true because, wherever he parks, people are going to be like, get the fuck out of here.
Right. And if you do go to sometimes it's a bus. Some don't want buses. I was listening to Liz Amazing. She's really good. And there's another guy.
Yeah.
And another guy that's on here, your side, his name is, he's a wingman, and he's talked about it. And there was another lady who I listened to, RB, I think it might have been Carolyn RB, that somebody else had said, some people, if you had a bus or an older RV, the old ones are cool. The old Dodges are fun. They're easy getaways. They're really nice. They're solid. If let's say it's a 1978, which are fun. I saw one for sale $300 in New Orleans. The guy goes, it's perfectly fine. My dad died. You may need a transmission. He goes, it's built like a shit brick house. I called it. This was a long time ago. My point is, if me and you bought that, fixed it up, and drove it around, we wouldn't be able to get into a lot of places because they don't like old RVs. They're afraid they're going to start on fire. You have to have a certain age, and some don't take buses.
Yeah, I've heard sometimes they'll let you send photographs, but it's still a hassle.
Yeah, it's a hassle. You just can't pull in there because you're going to pay for 2 spots, and you can't. I mean, I was following an oil truck today, a gas truck, and he was getting into this Holiday gas station on Cedar Avenue. He had to slowly back. I mean, it was closed. He had to pull in there, and then I came back around an hour later, and he was backing out. I mean, it was a little difficult to get out of there, but he got out of there. But that was his oil truck. I was behind him. I knew he was going to get in there, and he was, it was one way and one way out for the guy. He can't just cruise in there like with me. I couldn't with my shuttle. But I get it, man. I'm happy he's spending money. I really am. But I think he's gotten himself too deep into money, and he realized, how much money's going out. Just like you and your wife have money you spend every month. You can't overspend. Pretty soon, wait a minute, I mean, you can't go here, you can't spend more money that's coming in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that bus is like a boat. It's going to bleed him dry.
Yeah, it'll bleed him dry. That first thing that diesel goes out on him, his repair will be about $3,000, trust me. Will be about $3,000 on that thing, easily, especially if something goes wrong on it. It's just the diesels. We talked before on the show. The small little buses that are gas, those are great to buy. I see a lot of guys buy those and use those for like if you want to go to like a sports venue, or they make them into. I've seen a few people make them into like a taco truck, because they're real easy to handle. Their gas, and you can get those fixed. You can get those fixed anywhere because they're basic gas engine. So anybody can fix that. Because Wonder Hussy, her sister was dating some guy, and he had a bus like Tater, a mid-sized bus. Kind of like a little smaller than his, And guess what? Something went wrong with it, and they live out in the desert. He had to have it towed to Las Vegas. A 90-minute cost him $500 to get it towed to Vegas. And then another
well, that's just it. If he's towing something and he breaks down, he's got to get 2 tows.
Yep.
Because they're not going to tow his bus with what he's towing on it.
Right.
They're going to have to take that off.
Yep. Well, like I just said, go ahead. Sorry.
They can't triple tow.
Correct. Yeah,
It'd be way too long if he's got a wrecker. Because he would have to get the wrecker that tows semis. He can't just have a normal wrecker.
Correct. 'Cause I've seen buses that get towed in the street and they get towed by a big wrecker. The big ones, they tow them. Those are the hookup charge is like about $150 alone. I mean, I'm AAA. I get the first 100 miles free. So when I get towed, like I had to get my PT Cruiser when it blew a tire last year.
Yeah, that's just a car.
Yeah, but it was free.
When you're towing something huge, that's expensive.
Correct. Yeah,
AAA's not going to cover something like that.
Correct. You ever watched? It's on the cable. It's called Highway to Hell, and they parole during the wintertime. They always show these trucks go in the ditches and what it takes to get these things out of the ditches. These semis. It's really good show.
Yeah. It's on the Weather Channel.
Yes, that is the best show. When they walk up to that, there was one time a truck went into the ditch, and I told him before the guy said it. I said to get the truck out is easy, but I said the wood would be a problem. The guy goes, he literally goes, this will be an easy get out for the truck, but it's gonna be the problem is the wood because they had to take it all off. It was a flatbed, so they had to get all the wood off the side of it. You know what I'm saying? You're talking that's like a $2,000, $3,000 job right there. But yeah, I don't wish they got any bad luck, but those tires alone will be expensive. They blow one of those things out, you know. Because one of his dualies will be flat and he won't know it. The dually will be flat on and he won't know it because he won't check them. He'll be going down the road, boom, 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 and then he'll blow a tire. You see the tires they blow on the highway. The inner dual.
Because who knows if he has retreads on there?
Yeah. So I mean, hey, God bless me, spending money. I'm happy for the guy, man. I think it's great, but I think he sold TaterLand because he needs money. Because the money is not, I don't want to know what he makes on YouTube, but he likes to spend it. And that's fine. I don't care.
Yeah. Well, now he doesn't have a home base.
Yeah. So now he thinks in his mind, as my dad always said, and I will say, and it's been in the Bible, you plan, God laughs. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. And I just said before, my cabin, I think it's whatever it is a year to up at the cabin, you can park a fifth wheel and you could park that bus there for the whole summer for whatever it would be. I get that. And you pull in a pickup truck and that's fine. That's your home base for the 4 months. Then you go back to Arizona, a safe place that you could be at. Some of these places you can rent a whole spot, which is a nice place, has water. I get that bus. But driving from point A to point B and what's his name said about Carolyn RV driving around those Class Bs. Once she has what we want to call those one drive those. They're not made to drive all over the place of the country. They're made to drop and to sit for a while and move around. They're not made for that behavior, and buses are not made for that. They're not made to drive stop. So we'll see that. I hope I'm wrong, but he's going to find out the hard way. Then he's going to get mad because he can't. He's going to get mad. You know he is. It's not fair because someone won't let him park, or he's going to park in 2 spots, and then he's going to bitch that it costs too much money to be at an RV park. Because RV parks, the new nicer ones, are very picky who comes in. There was a lady one time I was listening to her video, and she accidentally put water or something in her fuel. They don't, instead of having the green and the sign on the thing, she filled it up wrong or something, and she had to have the mobile mechanic come in and drain out the gas. Right? They wouldn't they had only certain people could come in. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't allow you to call Carl. Carl the car guy. Yeah. I call you up and you're on my AAA, right? You're AAA certified. Hey, Carl, can you come to this camping place? You're like, sure. But I call the front desk. No, Carl's not certified to come here. So that's how picky some of these people are. They don't want, they're very picky. So she had to have their person come in who gouged her or whatever, but because she was putting at night or something, which if I'm making those RVs, I'm going to have it gas on one thing and water on the next, so you know what you're putting your gas into. That was kind of stupid, but she put water into her diesel.
Real quick. That's all right. They're all good. Just doing their job.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
So what's going on with your boy Sarasota Tim?
He's just hanging out with JJ, having a blast. And JJ, so, I think JJ's having fun too.
What's your little brother doing? New York Dan.
He's playing with his best friend, so I don't know if the wife really likes it, but they're having a good time.
Who?
Yeah, Tim and JJ.
What's New York Dan doing? What's he doing?
I don't know. He said he was going back south to Boca to hang out with his buddy, and then maybe come back to see Tim on Tuesday. But Tim's made it pretty clear he doesn't want to see him.
I would love to see that. I'd love to see him stalk him. That'd be hilarious. That'd be just watch him behind in the camera following around. That'd be so hilarious. That'd be so.
What I think's fun is if he goes back out to Laughlin. I'm thinking about just getting a cheap flight to Vegas and going down and having fun down in Laughlin and seeing if I can get people to come with me. Have a big party.
Oh God, that'd be hilarious.
I even said we have a little golf tournament: the haters versus the Sarasota Tim lovers.
Kind of like the Navy, kind of a Army Navy football game,
Yeah, but he likes golf, so he'd play golf. I'm not a good golfer, so he's probably got a good chance of winning, depending on who comes.
That'd be pretty funny. But
it doesn't matter who wins. It'd just be fun.
Somebody made a comment on that video I did today about finding it's an old video on my old channel about trying to use why are you tagging? That's called dick riding. That's what I'm doing. I'm dick riding. That's what I'm doing. I'm dick riding blind views.
What's dick riding?
That's another word for your. Dick riding is you're dick riding their name. That's what you're doing. You're using their name for views. That's what you're doing. You're putting in.
Oh yeah.
That's what you're doing.
But that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and that's what New York Dan is doing. He's dick riding. He's dick riding Sarasota Tim. That's what he's doing. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I do it too.
I mean, when people put my name in there, that's fine. Go for it. Thank you very much. Just like this Pallo guy I'm talking about, whining that he was sitting in his room bitching that people are talking about the guy. Hey, if they want to make funny, if you're going to tell lies and act like an idiot, people will counter you. I tell lies on purpose to piss people off, but if you're going to be like Sarasota Tim and continue to lie and then forget about your lies, people are going to waste good suffering. They're going to question you. You know what I'm saying? They're going to question you. I mean, I don't really care when people talk about me. Thank you so much. I'll thank people. I've done videos on TikTok pretending I'm a panhandler. I'll put money out, my tip money, and there was these two panhandlers that were mad at me, and I typed in there in their comments. I go, hey, I appreciate it. You really think I'm panhandling? You guys look really dumb. It's a joke. They soon deleted the videos because they played my videos back on TikTok, and a couple made 500,000 views, and they were mad that I'm making fun of panhandlers. I'm panhandling in Minnesota. It's like, you really think I'm panhandling with a bunch of 20s and 10s and 5s and 1? It was all my tip money. I did that for a while. It was dick riding, and I was saying I'm panhandling in Minnesota. So these other panhandlers on TikTok were like pissed. They believe what they see. Remember, it's not a lie, just as long as you believe it to be the truth. So it's just.
Well, that's how the world goes.
Yeah, well, they see it. Well,
a lot of people like football, so you get football.
Yeah.
A lot of people like basketball, you get basketball.
Correct.
Nobody really wants to watch tennis, so you don't get much of tennis.
Correct.
Yep.
It's just hilarious. Some people just make me laugh. Hey, right. Hey, if you want to go down a rabbit hole, I've been watching a few of these videos. It's the one. If you want to go watch people that get trucks out of the woods and they try to start them for 20 years or 15 years. Those are epic videos. I've been watching a few of them. They got a World War II tank. It was in a field and they started up and drove it off. Then another guy got a Peterbilt. And he started it up. Has been sitting in the woods for 20 years. Started it up and drove it off. One guy was in Virginia at an old coal mine, and he took a beautiful big dump truck, and they started it up, and then they lifted up the thing and dumped the mud out and drove it off. Those are just. I
drive by that stuff all the time. Trucks just sitting in farmers' lots.
Yep. Well, the one guy went to Planet City it was a towing company, and he went up there and said, "Hey, can I try to start that tow truck for my?" He goes, "Sure." So it was like a 15-minute video, and he started it. It was really good, just to prove that he could start it, and he did a really good job at it. It was great. He went and got some batteries. It was great. He walked in and told the guy, "I'll send you the video." It was funny. It was an old tow truck. But those are, you watch those things, Carl, you'll never leave your house. I sat for an hour watching about 6 videos. I'm serious. I was going to, but they're really cool. Just type in, will it run? You know, then
we watched the same shit, because I was watching the Weather Channel.
Yeah.
When I was stuck in a hotel where they're coming up on where 2 trucks went off the road, and the dude's like, I'm going to have to sit down and think about this one.
Correct. Well, there's one right here that says abandoned semi-truck rescued from its grave after 50 years. Bruce Wilson. There's another one I've seen, rescuing a 1977 Peterbilt 359 from its grave, first time on the road in 18 years. I saw that one. He actually sells that one. It's a nice Peterbilt. It was in the mud. I saw that one. But
you know those trucks where you sit right up on the windshield and over the front tire?
Yeah.
Those they don't make those anymore, and there's a ton of those just sitting in farmers' field.
Yep. Oh yeah, absolutely. There's another one on here. It says, "Will it start?" A 1981 Kenworth semi truck in the woods, lost to nature. Those are just so fun. I just love that, because these old diesels will start up. They will start up. They will just start up. You know, abandoned truck rescued from the woods after 50 years, 19 International restored. They're so fun to watch, because they start them up and then they sell them, and people buy them. They put it back on the road. I think it's so cool. There's a car show on the internet. I've seen it before, and a guy is really cool, and he will go to a scrapyard and buy a vehicle, and then get it. He bought a tow truck from somebody, and he got it ready for his business. He had a little work he thought, but the bottom line is, he's using it in his videos, towing stuff around his lot. But it was an old tow truck, and he got it ready to go. And he bought another one. Somebody had like a dually in his yard. He bought it and had to put a new engine in it, but he put it back on the street. You know what I'm saying? I love that. It was fun. It was a great. I can't know what it's called, but it's on one of the channels. But that towing company one is so good. The one on Highway to Hell, that is the best, because they get these trucks that are just totally mangled. But it is.
I'm behind a big dually pickup right now.
Oh, are you?
A Ram.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, big old diesel.
Oh yeah. Well, it's good to see that what's his name is running around. That's good to see. He's kind of still stalking Sarasota Tim. But
he's dragging it out. He's probably getting triple views that he normally gets.
Yeah, because he's dick riding. Why not? I mean, so what?
Yeah.
The beauty of him, he's just like me and you. It's just Sarasota Tim. That's who he is. You know,
he's just sleeping in his car, hanging out with people he knows that live in Florida, and YouTube's tried paying him.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's another one, Saved from the Crusher. It's Project 99 Projects. Saved from the Crusher. Will this abandoned Kenworth ever run? So it's like they're going to crush it. I haven't seen it yet, but it's a prime example. They saved it from the crusher, and they're going to see they can run. So then they found another one, found in a WW2 tank in a swamp. So it's I just love these videos where they take stuff and they fix it. It's better than watching women riding bikes with big boobs. That's no fun.
Opening their presents.
There was a lady on TikTok one time. It was on a live stream a year ago, and she's sitting on her couch folding laundry with no bra on. I'm like, okay. I watched about a minute of it. I'm like, okay. People giving her money. I'm like, okay, this is exciting. You know, this is exciting. Like, oh my God. Oh boy, I can watch my wife do that. Moving an antique truck, Andrew Cummins 4 years ago. It's in the middle of I just love those videos, man. Then the other one, old fecal truck, started after 15 years, test drive. So it's an old, poop pump one, So that looks cool as hell to buy. I mean, it's you put it back on, and what the hell? I think it's cool. Another one sitting since 1996. Peterbilt semi-truck parts since 1996. Won't start. His name is Bruce Wilson. So you can probably go watch. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you do watch these videos, your wife will never see you again. Never. Because I sat in here so right now it's right here. Why off-grid life failed? It says TaterLand is gone. Normat Fanatic.
Yeah, the videos I try to watch are ones I can listen to without.
Correct.
Because I'm usually, like right now, I'm driving around.
Correct.
Delivering, but I can't really watch it. That's not safe.
Another one I like, if you want to listen to some life and death of it's called Harmony and Heart's Lifestyle. They highlight old rock and roll singers and they go through their life. They're 10-minute videos, so you can listen to those people. Those are really good. And also Grunge Report is really good. And also what's the one guy's?
Still looking for a picture of Ace Frehley.
They're out there, man. They're out there. There's a plenty of good.
I already got my views, so I need that. Then I got to splice them together.
Yep. Medal of Honor. I really good listen to what they've gone through Vietnam vets, what they go through.
Be worth editing.
Those are pretty good. But you gotta have the Ace Frehley one. You have to have him. He looks just like him. He does. He looks just like him. So.
Since I normally don't edit, but something like that would be fun to put together.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. Yeah, well, he's gonna get triggered by the grifter. None was so good. That was so good. That was, I was crying, man. I was crying. It was so, the voice and the whole 9 yards and the Costco thing.
Like, what has he got against Howard Stern? Howard Stern's a good broadcaster.
Why was he? So was he mad about the Howard Stern?
Yeah, I would figure that'd be a compliment. I still don't understand why.
Well, he wants to be the Howard Stern. That's what he's trying to be, and it's like it or not. It's what Jeff Hagee, the Hagee family. He was brainwashing young ass white boys, and that's what Howard Stern was doing with the dumbass white boys between 15 and 25. Just there's another sports one out there. I think what they're called now. Barstool Sports is young boys right now between 15 and 25 that want boobs and long hair and women and below the belt, and that's what Howard Stern was. He was all about the talking dirty, and then he changed his. He sold out and whatever else he's done. But that's what Jeff Hagee was about. That he was talking about. Allegedly he was a professional poker player, which was false. Just trying to get and then he was into the Teslas and him and what's his name? The guy that one of his troll buddies was doing. They wanted Tesla. They were fighting about that. It was always about all the trolls and all the dumbass white boys that would wanted to be on his show. Green Dream passed away, and he was on his show. They realized when they got there, it's like me saying I'm live streaming on YouTube, and you look at these people that live stream at night. Like I told you, type in Steve Billings and listen to these people yell. That's what they do. They yell at each other. And they would sit on, and then they call the after show, which that's what Howard Stern would do. So these people were copying Howard Stern. So you do a 3-hour stream on YouTube, which is a long time, and then they would have an after show like Howard Stern, because that's what Howard Stern would do. Don't ask me what an after show is, like a cigarette after sex, right? I don't understand that,
The only thing I can think about going live is it makes you more money.
Yeah, but I don't.
Why you would want to be live?
That's all. That's what Wonder Hussy. She made a lot of money on Friday night. God bless her. And Carpetbagger is the same thing. He looks down at the screen while he's talking, and it says, and all he waits for is the money to come through. So if you want Carpetbagger to talk to you, you have to give him money. And that's what Hussy does. Thank for the donation. Thank for the donation. And that's what you do. You put your name. That's all they go live for. They don't go like I do.
So if you're doing it for fun and you're just having a good time,
like right now,
I'm go live.
I'm live streaming. I get paid from after the fact on Spreaker. Whoever comes and listens on Spreaker and over on Spotify. And you saw my live stream yesterday when I did that one about I did that. That was just I'm live, but there's no. I don't have that thing down below to ask for money. If I'm live streaming on YouTube, it's getting my point across. You come on, we talk. And if people come to the chat room, thank you. But I'm not. You don't have to pay to listen to my content. Okay, you don't. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it, man. I don't because all you're doing is enriching. So let's say you give me $100 for some reason. I think after tax I only get like $30. The rest goes to government and to YouTube. You're enriching YouTube. Yeah. Again, if I'm going to say Wonder Hussy money, guess what? It's going to be 55 cents in an envelope, and here you go, girl. She gets the whole thing. Or I see her somewhere, I walk up to her and go, here's Hussy, here's $100. She gets the whole thing from me. That's it. You know what I'm saying? None of this, I go through YouTube, I go through my PayPal, for her, which I did one time for fun.
And you're giving her cash so she don't have to declare.
Yeah, you walk up to her. Let's say I have a lot of money. I walk up, hey, Hussy, here's $500 for your birthday. Have a good time. That's my business, but she's going to get every bit of that money in her pocket. I sent her a hat and shirt, a long time ago in some Earls. She showed it on camera. I put her on the board of directors a long time ago for fun, and I appreciate that. She probably doesn't even care, but whatever. I did it for fun. She showed it real quick, and she liked the Earls. She sent me a message, thank you for the food, and I said, no problem. It was just kind of a fun little thing, but I mean, I've never gave YouTubers money. I gave her $2 one time on my show live one time for fun. She quickly thanked me back, like in about an hour. She thanked me for it. I mean, I was like, no problem.
Yeah.
It was just fun to do it on my show live. I mean, I've got like $5,000 in that in my PayPal because I sell stuff on eBay and I sell stuff on Facebook. That's why I make, that's what I made extra by selling stuff, computers and stuff. So I make a lot of money on that, and that's how I get my money back and forth. So,
are you selling your used tennis shoes like Sarasota?
Shit. You know what I do when we go down to San Diego, which is very few far between. When I used to go down there yearly, I would bring my old tennis shoes down. There was a guy who took care of the homeless men, so I'd bring tennis shoes down and give them to him, and he would give them to him. So I would give him down my old tennis shoes, 2 pair. And what I do when I go on vacation,
yeah, Goodwill are giving away. Who the hell sells their tennis shoes?
Don't ask me. Unless some gay men have shoe fetishes, and they'll buy your and they want to buy your shoes to smell them. It's true. So I don't. You give them to.
In Japan, you can go to a vending machine and get used ladies' underwear.
I know. It's chonies, as they call them. I don't get that, but that's some people like to sniff it. And Wonder Hussy has known to sell her underwear because she talked about her fetishes. She was paid to kick guys directly in the nuts. Okay? That's what she was paid for. And she's paid to sit in her swimsuit and belch. That's what she was paid to do when she was a fetish model. So I get it. I could have my wife kick me in the nuts for free. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she'd probably be glad to do it.
Exactly. At times, she'd be love to kick my square in the balls. Trust me, right in the nuts, right in the jewels.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to see that your little brother is out there, hasn't been killed yet by anybody yet.
Are we talking about Dan?
Yeah, your little brother, Daniel.
My little brother Daniel, yeah, he's a crazy little hippie.
He is.
He was born at the wrong time. He should have been born in the 70s.
He would, like I said, if me and you were doing a movie together, we were going to make like a Fargo. You know that movie Fargo? And he would be the goofball. He'd be the guy you would have as your lead character because he's just himself. He'd be like, here's a character, just play it. Just like Dan Aykroyd. You go, here, Danny, I'm going to call you. Your name will be Danny Boy, and you're going to be a guy running around doing goofy stuff. Just action. And that's what, because he's so original, it's just what he'd be,
Like Pulp Fiction, those 2 dudes.
Yep.
Samuel L. Jackson and those 2 guys hanging out together, killing people. That was just hilarious.
Yep. Was it Travolta?
Travolta, yeah.
Yeah, those are great.
That's what he'd be like. But he'd be him.
Yeah, he's so classic. He's so good. He's a classic guy. He'd be cool. I told him to go to the gingerbread house in New York. He'd be fun to meet in New York and go around for 2 weeks and hang out with him because he'd be a gas. He'd be lots of fun.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but I think he's a lone wolf.
Is he?
Remember we were talking about cruising, and he's like, "Oh, when I go cruising, I want to cruise alone."
And I couldn't.
Remember that?
Because me and Ted are going next January. We linked our reservation together, so we're going to sit at the same table. So me and him are going to go in next January. We're good friends. We met through George through the Double Destroyers on a message board about 12 years ago. So we've been good friends.
I think he was just letting us know in advance if we were going to do something and like do a cruise and see if he'd come along. That's not what he wants to do.
Right. He's just good shit. What's going on with your life of Vibe? Is she getting enough money to do her wasted tame and wasted nights? Is she doing that or not?
She's going to be on today. I think 4:00. Okay. I can't remember, but she did one Friday. Was it? I don't know.
Thursday.
She did one Thursday. Today's Sunday, so she skipped a day. She's doing the one, and she's titled it because Sarasota Kim made. Sarasota Tim made some coffee, and he put half and half into it.
Okay.
And he's like, "Oh, is this going to kill me? Putting half and half in my coffee?" And and so she's going to probably spend 2 hours talking about that and her lawsuit and stuff.
It's too long. I mean, I'm doing it. I'll be done here a little bit here at an hour 90, but I'm talking. There's music in the background. My voice isn't great. You know, I rip on the woman, but she's too long to listen to. And it's like,
I'll watch it. Because it'll be funny. But yeah, I forgot where I was going with that. Yeah, he's all right. She's just gonna rip on him.
Yeah.
I don't know if she listens to your show or not, where I was talking about how, we were like this lawsuit thing.
Yeah, I don't think
She's
so.
all excited about it. I'm like, well, that's cool. Like you and I, that's how you want to spend your money. That's okay. But
she better continue on. People are give her money. She better not give up, because people are giving her money. So she's got to keep go. Just like if you're, again.
And according to her, I think she's getting some big donations.
Good for her. Just like the Daily Woo used to have Patreon years ago, but he finally got rid of it because people were telling him where they were mad about his content. It's just like Carpetbagger. People give him money, and then he'll go, "Where do you want me to go?" So he, instead of just going somewhere, he wants people to ask him where to go. I have never asked anybody where I'm going to go. I do what I want to do. I have the motorcycle show coming up at the end of the month. I've got the auto show coming up beginning of April. I'll go there. And then I have my trip down to St. Martin. It's just, I go where I want to go. I go.
Well, I think she's going to get her first monthly statement. And that $1,000 retainer is going to be long gone. It's going to be a $6,000 bill.
You bet. And then
and then she's going to be like, "What the hell?"
Yep. It's just, she could have fought these strikes if when you respond back to YouTube, you have to use certain words to them understand that. And she didn't do it right, so that's why she didn't respond back correctly. There's certain things that it has, because then the computer picks up on it. You know what I'm saying? You have to have certain words in there to get that strike off. But she didn't do it right. But it's just the lawyer's like, "Sure, I'll take your money." I hope it works out.
These people play the entire video and they just stop and start it and they comment, but they do play the entire video.
Correct.
I mean, using her own words, that's problematic.
I've done one.
You've used their entire 100% of their content.
Correct. I've talked about, you played your stuff back. That's just, I just screw around, play a couple minutes and screw around and comment on it. But I'm not going to go playing your stuff back. I can comment on people and give my opinion, like the Tater thing for sale. I'm not going to pay it back what he's talking about. I'm just telling you what I think about him. He's going to run out of money here. That's why he's selling it. You sell things because you need money. He needs to pay for his behaviors. That's all there is to it. He's selling stuff. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, I'm just not interested in Tater. I mean, I thought I'd be interested in the school bus, but it's just been boring.
But if he would go somewhere, fine, and give me a 12-minute video, show me something, a camping site, I'll watch that. But I don't need to hear you that things cost money. I don't like dry begging. I despise that. Killer RV has done that. Wonder Hussy will do that. Wandering Gypsy is good at that. I don't need to hear you depressed. I don't want to hear you not making money on YouTube. I don't need to hear it. I can't help that. I just despise that behavior. I really do. It just drives me insane that people have to tell me I'm not making any money. That's too bad. They don't give money like they used to. When I first on YouTube, they gave out money because it was just people making videos. Now they're paying for shorts. They're paying for live streaming. You know what I'm saying? Because they've realized that they can make money now on giving money to people. They realize they can make money. They're the banker. They are the banker. Yeah. So that's what they are. So, I mean, blind views asking for money. You're a grifter, like it or not. You're a grifter. That's when you have your link. You don't see my link for any of that stuff down there because I'm not asking for a damn thing, But no one can just do their YouTubes anymore. They always have to ask for things. It's like, Jesus Christ. Oh, this costs this. Yeah, this costs money. My cameras have all cost money. Gas. I've spent a lot of money on cigars. I've lost 2 sunglasses while running around the last 3 years. Okay, I found another pair another time. I got lucky, but I've lost things while I've smoked a ton of cigars. I spent maybe $200 on cigars in my last 3 years. I mean, okay, I buy some cigarettes or anything, whatever, but I've never said, I need money for cigars, man. Come on, guys. You know?
Yeah, yesterday I remembered I got me some cigars, good ones, some big fat ones, and a torch to light them.
Yep. Yeah, do some walking around. Do some walking like I did. It's fun. It's really relaxing to walk through the woods and smoke a cigar. It really is. And do a walk and talk. It's fun.
Yeah, I got a couple of things, and sometimes I wind up at stuff that's interesting, shit where like Lincoln spent the night and stuff.
Right. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I've been out to Maplewood. There's a really nice park out there. I've been through it on both channels. It's fun to walk through there in the spring and fall. It's great. A little hidden river goes down. It's a great place. This place down, I've been down my house. There's one over there in Minnetonka. I love walking through the woods with a cigar, have a walk and talk. It's fun because you just kind of walk along. You know what I'm saying? And the people in the background of the people, it's changing. You show the trees. You give your opinion. Like walking on railroad tracks. You know what I'm saying? Making your opinion. Yep. It's fun. It's fun. I mean, I drive in the cars one, but it's just fun to smoke a cigar. It's very relaxing. So, anyways, Carl, I got to get going. We're gonna have a little stuff tonight, but I appreciate you calling the show, coming on as usual, and we will talk you along the way. And Trolling 101, I did put a song. If you go over to my adventure channel, I put a song up in the shorts, Trolling 101. It's a shorter version on the other channel. It's a short. It's a really good song. YouTube Trolling 101. Then the other version I'll put up in here. It's a good song. I love that music. But anyways, Carl, I'll talk to you later. Okay.
All right. We'll see you later.
All right. There you go. It's Carl. Appreciate Carl coming on the show. It's always nice to have him come on and BS a little bit. So I'll be on for, I don't know how long. But anyways, you guys, really gone. Yep. Blind Views. What did I tell you? Yep. What did I tell you? He's already live. What did I tell you guys? What did I tell you? Yep. He's already live already. Yep. He's live already. What did I guys tell you? Just like that, he's live. Well, I was absolutely correct. Yep. Is TaterLand really gone? Yep. Let's see if he's getting any money in there. But, yeah. He's doing a live stream right now, ladies and gentlemen. I told you. Didn't take him very long. Just like that. The fake blind guy doing a live stream. Told you guys. Told you. Didn't take him very long. Anyways, guys. Trolling 101. Let's do Eyes of Glory. Shall we? Shall we? Eyes of Glory. All right, man. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Lewinsky. All right, guys. Remember the military men of the armed force of all the branches. Without them, we're not speaking English. They worked hard and done what they need to do. They stormed the beaches, snapped. The next one, they freed the Jews. 1 and 2. Forgotten Vietnam, Afghani, all the wars. Men, women, blue, government working class, Air Force, Army, and the Marines, the Navy, and the Merchant, National Guard, Coast Guard, the in uniform. We thank you so much for the service of this country. Wherever you're listening to my audio, you guys have a great day and everything else today. Your green beer. Keep on going. Keep on doing it. But we appreciate everybody out there. God bless working class, like I said. Would you shower in the shower of Penn State? We're not shower in the shower of Penn State. Okay, make good choices in your life. Make your choices. Run with good people, safe sex, thrill pill, trench batch, smashing gash, dental dam. You don't like two women having sex. You can't watch. You don't like two men having sex. You can't watch two women. That's not a very Christian thing to be doing. Put a condom on, thank you. And don't drink and drive tonight or any night. You're going to murder somebody, okay? Call someone. My name is Jeff, and this is Fear Mongering Radio. Live from the great state of Minnesota. I have 10,000 likes plus a couple. Peace in the Middle East. I appreciate you guys very, very much. And Yahoo, I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky. Yahoo. Thank you, Carl. You guys have a great week. See ya. We are out.